In a small village, there was a woman named Abike. She lived happily with her husband Akin and their two beautiful children. Their house was big with a beautiful garden full of flowers. Every morning, Abike would sing as she took care of the flowers, and her children played around her. One sunny day, a new woman moved into the house next door. Her name was Morayo. She was very beautiful and always wore bright clothes. Abike was excited to meet her new neighbor, so she decided to bake a cake and welcome Morayo to the neighborhood. When Abike knocked on Morayo's door, Morayo opened it with a big smile. "Hello, welcome to our village," Abike said. Handing over the cake, Morayo thanked her and invited Abike in for tea. They chatted and laughed, and Abike thought they would become good friends. But soon, strange things started happening. Every night, Abike would hear whispers and strange noise coming from Morayo's house. She tried to ignore it, thinking it was just her imagination. But one night, she couldn't sleep and decided to look outside. Through her window, Abike saw something shocking. Morayo was not alone. There was a tall, shadowy figure standing next to her. It had red eyes and glowed in the dark. Abike quickly closed her window and hid under her blanket, shaking with fear. The next day, Abike told Akin about what she saw. He laughed and said she must have had a bad dream. But Abike knew what she saw was real. She decided to keep an eye on Morayo and find out what was going on. Abike started watching Morayo more closely. She noticed that Morayo often talked to herself and sometimes she would disappear for hours. One day, Abike followed Morayo to the forest at the edge of the village. She hid behind a tree and watched as Morayo met the same shadowy figure she saw before. "Master, everything is going as planned," Morayo said to the figure. Abike gasped quietly. She realized that Morayo was not just a normal woman. She was involved in something dark and dangerous. Abike hurried back home and told Akin everything. This time, Akin did not laugh. He looked worried. "We need to be careful, Abike. This sounds serious," he said. That night, Abike had a nightmare. She dreamed that Morayo was in her house, whispering strange words to Akin. When Abike woke up, she found Akin sitting on the edge of the bed, looking confused. "I had a strange dream," he said. Morayo was in it. Abike's heart raced. She knew that Morayo was trying to cast a spell on her husband. She decided to confront Morayo the next day. Abike gathered her courage and went to Morayo's house. She knocked on the door loudly. Morayo opened it looking surprised. "What do you want, Abike?" she asked. "I know what you are doing," Abike said bravely. "I saw you with that shadowy figure. You are trying to harm my family." Morayo laughed, but it was not a friendly laugh. "You are smarter than I thought," she said. "Yes, I am here to take Akin away, but you cannot stop me." Abike's heart pounded, but she stood her ground. "I will protect my family," she said firmly. Suddenly, the shadowy figure appeared behind Morayo. It was tall and menacing. "You cannot defeat us," it hissed. Abike remembered something her grandmother had told her. Love is the strongest magic. she whispered to herself. She took a deep breath and said, Akin and I love each other. Your dark magic cannot break our bond. The shadowy figure and Morayo looked surprised. Abike could feel a warm light growing inside her. She held her hands out and the light grew brighter and brighter. Morayo and the shadowy figure screamed and disappeared in a puff of smoke. Abike ran back home to find Akin waiting for her. He hugged her tightly. I don't know what you did, but I feel free, he said. From that day on, Abike and her family lived peacefully and happily ever after. The end.